EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
53, ready.
Stafford going to put it up right away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Back to throw, Stafford. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To the right side and intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now Cousins. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat? Like the guys
I like
beyond
that.
Circle.
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points. He may go. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 73 yards. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Falcons 3.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To the air, Penix. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Stafford. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Big 20.
Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
And inches at the 46-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. Right back to Pitts again. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's across midfield to the 48. Cousins here going to change the play.
And a Falcon first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They work now on second and 9. Looking to throw, Penix. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
On the tackle. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Falcons.
Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw, Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Rams 7. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Cousins. Now he's good. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd and long.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for 1 final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Stafford. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go play action. Cousins. Throw left side. There's London. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Robinson up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hey, flipper!
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On play action, Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got London on a slant. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gonzalez set to kick.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
15 yards.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to McCool. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
That's another Rams first down.
Play action. Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a pickup of 6.
Stafford going to change it up here. Up the middle, it's Williams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cut.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kobe Parkinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Rams 14.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Gain of 12. And the Falcon first down.
Cousins. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it,
it's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.